Okay, the next piece I'm going to show you is how to build in a title. So I'm going to bring in one of the pieces from my old wedding website, Abby and Dave picture, which looks kind of cool. And I'm going to put a title right in the middle that kind of has it show up. And then I'm probably going to do some stuff with this because this looks like a lot of fun to have tonight. So to build a title, you actually go up top here to where it says title. You say new title and get the option of still, roll, or crawl. Haven't really had much luck getting crawl to work. I'm going to try a roll title. And you get to give it a name because then it joins your collection over here. So I'll say welcome. Welcome to the title. And it takes where you're currently at in the clip, assuming that that's where you want to use it, and then gives you the option to build. And this here gives you a whole lot of different options, including a lot of the same Photoshop tools you see, a lot of predefined font styles that you see down here that then you have a full option of editing. So it gets very complex very quick. So I'm going to show you, let's do this A, and it says, okay, where do I want to do it? I'm going to just drag my title here. I'm going to type out the hello class. Now, each one of these has so many different options that it's impossible for me to cover. But you can go here and you can increase show background video for how long or background video time code. You could do that. You could also set tab stops as to where you want on the ruler, but that's okay, we're not going to do that. That's for like if you're doing credits. You change the opacity, make it fade in, fade out, change where it is positioned in relation, change the width of it, although you don't always need to do that. It will max at a certain point. Change the height. You can rotate it so it looks slanted. You get all these different options. The font size you can increase. It's all decimal based over here. You can change the font itself. Lots of different options like I told you. Did that really change it? I guess it did. The aspect, meaning how does it look in relation to the box. Any lead, meaning spacing between the words. You can actually make the word rotate upon itself. Kerning doesn't seem to do too much. There's my oven making a noise. Tracking spreads the word out. Baseline shift moves where it is in relation to the baseline, which you can kind of see is right there. Small cap size, if you did just a small caps, well actually if you turn it on and then you just make it where the first word is capital, so it's like the drop caps. Probably what you're most interested in are the different color options that you have. You have the whole gamut of all these different color options that you can work with, both as a solid and then opacity, so you can see that that would become the background color a little bit. You can add different layers of color to get different effects. You can see how some of these have different layers. You could add an inner stroke of shadow, make it kind of red, just so you can see it, and then increase its size a little bit so you can see it kind of come in there. There's a lot of things you can do. It's really up to you to just kind of play with it and design something that looks really cool. And then it's sitting there. It's black until you drag it in. Remember, it's like Photoshop layer, so it has to be up a little bit. You can shrink the clip, move it in, and you should be able to see it. There it is. There it is. And then once it's out here, you can treat it just like any other clip. Move its position, change its opacity, change its speed, although there isn't much speed with it. That's working with titles.